up, party people? Welcome back to another episode of Controversial Album Covers. This is episode number 14. So today we are going to talk about the soundtrack for the movie Carnival of Souls. It was released in 1962, and this particular album was actually pressed and released in 2006. Basically, they took the score, which was Gene Moore, composed it, and put it on vinyl. They cleaned it up. They did a really good job of cleaning it up because there's a couple other versions of it, and it's pretty rough. It was all on acetate and stuff, and they really did a good job. This has snippets from the dialogue, and if you're into that organ, that deep organ kind of creepy Halloween vibe, this is your jam. You're gonna love this record. I sent it out to a DJ in Phoenix years ago who she does like weird stuff like that. She absolutely loved it. Gene Moore, like I said, composed it. He went on to do nothing else. Unfortunately, he was in the Gene Moore trio, but they didn't really release anything or do anything else. But I would love to have heard more of his scores and stuff. It's fantastic. Now, the problem with this is that they did not secure the rights to the actress on the front. This is the star, Candice Hillegas. She went on and did one other horror movie and a couple other things. She's still alive. And I'm guessing they didn't secure the rights to anybody else on this jacket. How do I know, you may ask? I'm glad you did. That's a very deeply personal story, and I'd be more than happy to tell you. About 4 or 5 years ago, I bought out a record store. They had closed their doors, and they wanted to sell their inventory. So I went and took a look at it. It turns out it was actually also MS Music and Citadel, their inventory. The owner wanted me to buy her label and her inventory. Now, her asking price was absolutely ridiculous, and I didn't want her inventory because it was mostly CDs, and you're talking tens of thousands of CDs of really obscure stuff. She only had about 10 to 12 titles on that label, and this was the best-selling. And she said, hey, I did buy her inventory. I bought her store inventory. I didn't buy MS Music's inventory. But she said, hey, take a box of the other titles and see how they sell, because at that point they hadn't seen the light of day in like 10 years, so nobody even knew these were around. So I picked them up and I started selling them, and lo and behold, about a year later, Candice Hillegas' daughter contacted me and said, hey, are you selling Carnival of Souls album online? And I said, yes, I am. And she kind of tried to browbeat me, and she played like the twisting words and stuff, and she wanted to know who MS Music was. I wouldn't give her that information because it's not my job. And she also wanted to find out who put this out because they didn't secure the rights. And at this point, this movie had started to make a kind of a cult underground comeback. So they were trying to get money for her mom. Neither here nor there. I was like, hey, you know what, man? I'm a third party involved in this. I'm more than happy to take it down for you. It's not a big deal to me. It's not any skin off of my back. So I'll take it down. And I said, hey, would you like me to send you a copy so you could have it, for your collection or whatever, and frame it or whatever? She's like, yeah, that'd be great. I was like, okay. Got her address, sent it out. Sent it out on my dime. Never heard back from her. So I decided to call her. I just wanted to make sure the album got there, because this at the time it was like a $75 album because it was so rare. It's dropped down to about 40 now. But so I called her, and she answers the phone. What do you want? And I'm like, whoa. I was like, hey, this is Matt with Spatula City Records. I just wanted to confirm that you got the record I sent you. She's like, I did. I'm on set and I can't talk right now, and slammed the phone down. I was like, wow, what a salty bitch. So I said, you know what? Screw you. You're going to play those games? It's back on my website. So if you want to pick it up, it is available. And it's $40. It's the cheapest you're going to find it anywhere. There are a couple other sellers that have it. They did the same thing. They're all out of Southern California. They went to her inventory, took a look at it, and said no thanks, but did take a box of everything. So she's got a couple other titles. I suspect she probably didn't secure the rights to those either. But this is a great album if you get a chance to pick it up. And as always, thanks for watching. Spatula City Records. Later.